In this question, we're told that Andy cycles a distance of 30 kilometers at an average speed of 24 kilometers per hour. He then runs a distance of 12 kilometers at an average speed of 8 kilometers per hour. We need to work out the total time that Andy takes, giving our answer in hours and minutes. Well, a formula that we need to know in order to answer this question is the fact that speed is equal to distance divided by time. We're interested in finding the time, and so we can rearrange this formula in order to say that time is equal to distance divided by speed. Now Andy's journey is in two parts. He cycles one part, and then he runs the second part, and so we need to work out the time separately for each part. We'll start by finding the time that Andy takes when cycling. Now when Andy is cycling, he travels a distance of 30 kilometers at a speed of 24 kilometers per hour. We said that time is equal to distance divided by speed, and so the time that Andy takes while cycling would be 30 divided by 24. Now putting this into our calculator, we'll see that this time is equal to 1.25 hours. Now let's work out the time when Andy is running, and we can call this time 2. When Andy is running, he travels a distance of 12 kilometers, and at an average speed of 8 kilometers per hour. And so the time that Andy takes when running would be the distance divided by the speed, which is equal to 12 divided by 8. Using our calculator, we can see that this is equal to 1.5 hours. And so the total time that Andy takes would be time 1 plus time 2, which is the time that he takes when cycling plus the time that he takes when running. And so the total time that Andy takes is equal to 1.25 hours plus 1.5 hours, which is equal to 2.75 hours. But this isn't our final answer, because we need to give our answer in hours and minutes. We can write 2.7 hours in a slightly different way. We can say that 2.75 hours is equivalent to 2 hours and 0.75 hours, because 2 plus 0.75 is equal to 2.75. And so we know that Andy takes 2 hours and then 0.75 hours. But now to give our answer in hours and minutes, we need to convert 0.75 hours into minutes. We know that in 1 hour there are 60 minutes, but we need to find out how many minutes are in 0.75 hours, and so we can multiply both sides by 0.75. 1 hour multiplied by 0.75 is equal to 0.75 hours, and so 60 multiplied by 0.75 is equal to 45. And so we've found that 0.75 hours is equivalent to 45 minutes. We need to find out the total time that Andy takes in hours and minutes. We found that he takes 2.75 hours in total, but now we can say that 2.75 hours is equivalent to 2 hours and 45 minutes. And so we've found that the total time Andy takes is equal to 2 hours and 45 minutes. Now this question is worth 3 marks. We get the first mark for finding that Andy takes 1.25 hours when cycling and 1.5 hours when running. We get the second mark for adding these values together and for finding that the total time that Andy takes is equal to 2.75 hours. And we get the third mark for correctly converting this into hours and minutes, and for saying that the total time that Andy takes is equal to 2 hours and 45 minutes. Allowing us to achieve the full 3 marks needed in this question.